Good day to everyone. In this presentation, I will discuss about the font dialog. But first, let me define what is a font dialog. Basically, a font dialog in C# is an interface element that lets users select a font for their text. It is a pre-built dialog box that comes with a window forms library in the .NET framework, and offers a wide range of font options such as style, size, and color. You'll often find the font dialog used in applications that involve text processing, such as word processors, text editors, and graphic applications. C# developers can use the font dialog class to incorporate the font dialog in their window form application. The font dialog class has numerous customizable properties such as setting the initial font and color, allowing or disallowing font effects, and specifying the range of font sizes and style to display, to name a few. After a user selects a font in the font dialog, the chosen font can be retrieved and applied to the text in the application, such as setting the font of a label or text box. All in all, the font dialog in C# is a valuable tool that offers users a simple and user-friendly method of selecting and applying fonts to their text. Or in the simplest of words, the font dialog control in window forms enables users to choose a font from a range of fonts that are available on their system. This is a dialog usually consists of various options such as font styles, size, and other properties, and can vary in appearance depending on the fonts installed on the system. The font dialog in C# has several properties that can be used to customize its appearance and behavior. And here are some commonly used properties. The first one is font. In this property, it represents the current selected font. When the font dialog is first opened, this property can be used to set the initial font value. Next one is show color. This property determines whether the font dialog displays a color picker or selecting the font color. Third, show effects. This property determines whether the font dialog displays checkboxes for selecting font effects such as bold, italic, and underline. Fourth, allow script change. In this property, it determines whether the font dialog allows the user to change the font script. Also, it allows stimulation. But in this property, it determines whether the font dialog allows the user to select font stimulation, such as font smoothing or anti-aliasing. MAXSIZE. This property specifies the maximum font size that can be selected in the font dialog. And also, we have a MINSIZE. In this property, it specifies the minimum font size that can be selected in font dialog. Last but not the least, font must exist. This property determines whether the font dialog displays an error message if the user selects a font that doesn't exist on the system. To use the font dialog in C#, you can follow these steps. Step 1. Create a new window form application in C#. Step 2. Add a button to your form. Step 3. Double-click the button to create an event handler. Step 4. In the event handler, create an instance. Step 5. Call the showDialog method of the font dialog class to display the dialog box. Step 6. You can now access the properties of the selected fonts such as name, size, style, and color. Step 7. Use the selected font in your application. You can also set the initial font display in the font dialog using font dialog.font property.